Hey guys, Stefan Fischer here from All Off Road. Thank you very much for joining in. I hope you guys had a beautiful Christmas and you will have a happy new year. And I really hope for all of us that 2021 will be better than 2020. This video is a little bit different to all of my other videos because I won't be going remote. As a matter of fact, I won't even need a four-wheel drive, even though I'm in the cruiser. I just spent with my family 1 week at the Mid North Coast of New South Wales, around the Stuarts Point, Stuarts Head area. And I think it's well worth sharing with you what we found here, because it's an awesome area. You don't need a four-wheel drive for, and you can easily access it. And there are a lot of things to explore around here. I dare to say it's probably my favorite coastal area of New South Wales. So join us on this trip. Our base for the 1 week long family holiday was the small coastal town of Stuarts Point, which is around 13 kilometers south of Scott's Head and 37 kilometers north of Southwest Rocks. We have used Airbnb quite a bit over the past few years, but the house we had here in town was really very basic and on the bottom level of the Airbnb scale. However, it was conveniently located and we did not plan to spend much time inside anyway. Stuarts Point has a little caravan park, it has a friendly grocer, a servo, a takeaway and also a local pub and restaurant. And let's not forget the bowling club. Until 1893, Stuarts Point was a port for vessels entering the Mcleay River. However, after a big flood, a new entrance was created and this old entrance at Stuarts Point got silted over and is now completely closed. Now the riverside hamlet sits by calm waters, which are breeding grounds for fish and crabs. There is a boat ramp and also mooring available, and almost unlimited choice of beach, river or blue water fishing spots. Let's have a quick look at our Airbnb. So, what do you reckon to our Airbnb?
It's good. It's nice, it's good. Oh, it's nice for stay.
The location is alright, huh?
Yeah,
it's not the flashiest, but I mean we
nice.
knew that, but it's in a
The TV's about the size of the back.
good position, right next to the river. Many Airbnbs we stayed in the past in had an incredible attention to detail and were better than most hotels. This one really could have done with a little bit TLC. The backyard really had a tropical feel to it with bamboo and frangipani, but unfortunately was full of mosquitoes due to the recent rain. It was only midday after we unpacked, so we decided to head to the little-known Golden Hole at the Glybucca Historic Site, which is one of the most significant Aboriginal middens in Eastern Australia. A midden is an old indigenous dumping area for domestic refuse, often consisting of bones, shells and other food waste. The Gleibucca Stuarts Point midden runs almost continuously for a distance of 14 kilometers, and it's renowned for its extensive, diverse and well-preserved midden deposits, which provide valuable insights into continuous coastal occupation by Aboriginal people. Some of the shells and bones dating back to around 6,000 years ago. It is easy to see why this would have been a cherished area by the indigenous people, just because of the amount of wildlife and animals around.
Hey, underneath you! What the hell? Turn back. Why are there so many fish in here? What's the big one, honey? Stop filming up.
This is definitely an area not to miss, but a four-wheel drive is recommended as there are some mud puddles and some ruts on the way in. We could actually drive through the national park in the past, however, the national park seems to be pretty neglected and it doesn't look like that really much maintenance has been undertaken there by national parks. Back at Stuarts Point, we decided to go for an evening walk down to the Mcleay River and the beach. Usually swimming in the river is perfect, however after a few days of heavy rain it's probably recommended to wait a day or two before you go swimming. How are you going to get back up there? The town is separated from the beach by this inlet of the Mcleay River. The beach at Stuarts Point has no flags or lifeguards, so it's not that suitable for swimming. The closest beach with lifeguards would be Grassy Head, Scott's Head or Southwest Rocks. The next stop was Head National Park, which is around 40 minutes away from Stuarts Point and has a beautiful river inlet. The kids, and in particular Kaylin, can't miss an opportunity to climb a tree. Or for that matter, actually anything which is climbable.
You can jump down.
Ocean. River. This is another must-visit spot in my book. The kids have a ball here, either swimming on the patrolled beach or swimming in the river. It is also great fun to drift down the river with a floaty. The Head Caravan Park is also conveniently located right next to the beach. Not far from Head National Park is Southwest Rocks, another nice little coastal town. This also has the Trial Bay Jail, which we visit today. The jail construction started in 1877, however it was not completed until 1899. The majority of prisoners at Trial Bay, 111 out of 124, were categorized as licensees, and they had the freedom to fish, swim or play sport when not working. Look, just imagine you here in the jail, puppy.
Oh my god.
This is where you walk out and touch your
This would be so scary.
The jail remained in use until 1915, when it was commandeered by the Department of Defense for the use as an internment camp for German prisoners and resident enemy aliens interned for the duration of World War I. The only permanent residence now is a mob of pretty tame kangaroos. Not far from Trial Bay Jail is the Smoky Cape Lighthouse. It's one of the last major lighthouse complexes designed by the New South Wales colonial architect James Barnett. It's standing on the granite headlands 111 meters above sea. Its lights are the highest in New South Wales. It is called Smoky Cape because in 1770 Captain James Cook described the point as a headland where he saw a lot of fires and massive smoke from the indigenous community. More than 20 wrecks have occurred in the area of the headland before the lighthouse was built. Part of the lighthouse complex are 2 cottages and a bed and breakfast, which has absolutely stunning views. There also is the Smoky Cape campground, which I stayed before, and it is a basic but quite nice beach campground. Smoky Bay campground, I've been here actually before, I completely forgot that. Quite nice actually, it is here. You can camp pretty much right on the beach. But with all that rain now, I'm not so sure. We had a quick drive through the campground to refresh my memory. After all that rain, there were unfortunately tons and tons of mozzies and a lot of the campground was underwater. Southwest Rocks is a small little coastal town with around 6,000 people living there. It is a gateway to the Trial Bay Jail, Head National Park and Smoky Cape Lighthouse.
Can you please do mine?
Unfortunately, not the weather you want to have on a beach holiday, but what can you do? Mind you, it doesn't stop the kids because they are somewhere down there in the ocean. We again visited Southwest Rocks 2 days later and had much better weather, so I leave you with some impressions from that day. Nambucca Heads is another one of these sleepy little coastal towns and definitely worth a visit. Similar to Southwest Rocks and Stuarts Point, it has a combination of a river inlet and the ocean, so you can have the nice and calm river or the rougher ocean depending on the weather. There are many nice beaches around the area. One to mention is Valla Beach, which is beautiful and it has lifeguards, so it's a safe option for the kids to swim. In the evening back at Stuarts Point, we were treated to a beautiful sunset above the river. The last day we spent at Scott's Head, which is around 10 kilometers and 12 minutes drive away from Stuarts Point, and is a little bit more upmarket, sleepy, small coastal town with beautiful calm beaches. It is a tranquil little town with squeaky clean beaches. The main beach is usually very calm and perfect for kids or people not that confident, but then you also have Little Beach and Waikiki Beach, which are deep waterfront beaches, and they have more surf and are rougher in regards to the conditions. So really, Scott's Head offers something for everyone. So that's it for this time, and I hope I gave you some inspiration if you wanted to visit the Mid North Coast of New South Wales. It is certainly well worth it, and I can only highly recommend it. As always, if you enjoy my videos, please like, subscribe and share, and maybe even consider becoming one of my Patreon supporters and helping me making these videos. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you along the tracks.